Zoe, thank you. This is a big week for President Trump as he marks 100 days in office. It's a huge milestone as it's typically a time for Americans to weigh in on how they feel about the president's progress.
And Trump has wasted no time since his inauguration back on January 20th, and he's made some big changes.
But recent polls show it's not all good news when it comes to his second term. Wink News anchor Claire Galt is the only journalist from Southwest Florida to get an invitation to the White House to mark Trump's 100 days. She's in the nation's capital this evening with a preview.
Tomorrow morning, I'll head inside those White House gates. I expect to talk with top White House officials and members of the cabinet about President Donald Trump's first 100 days of his second term. As I was sitting at my gate to fly from Southwest Florida to Washington, D.C., I wanted to know how you felt, so I talked to some people around me and I asked if they're satisfied. The responses depended on the issue. When Donald Trump delivered his second inauguration address, he told Americans what to expect.
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. We will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Those campaign promises are why Robert Winther told me he voted for the president. Winther did not anticipate a hit to his own wallet. How are you feeling so far, first 100 days?
Mixed.
About what?
With everything, mainly with the stock market dropping and all.
Yeah.
You're retired, you're kind of on a fixed income.
But I think he's really gone beyond what we have normally expected through the use of executive order.
UCF political scientist Aubrey Jewett said the president delivered on his promise to crack down on illegal immigration. Border crossings have hit a stunning low. Still,
about 51% of Americans disapprove of what's been going on, and about 45% approve. So at least through approval ratings right now, he's underwater after his first 100 days.
A new CBS News poll shows 42% approve of Trump's handling of the economy and 38% approve of his handling of inflation. Michael Caricio said, sounds about right.
I'd like for him to go a little slower as far as the changes. I've lost a little money in the market.
But Tom Rose told me he is more than satisfied with President Trump's first 100 days.
I think he is the most transformational, important, and epic-making president this country's had, perhaps since Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. What would you say to people who say he's moving too fast, they're worried?
They lost.
His only question:
why aren't you moving faster?
The president and the Trump administration has said he is doing exactly what Americans elected him to do. You can look for my live coverage from the White House all morning and all day on Wink. I'm in D.C. Claire Galt, Wink News.
Well, check out this poll on our website, winknews.com. We asked you to vote yes or no on whether you're satisfied with President Trump's first 100 days in office. And as you can see, a large majority of you at the moment said you are not.
And meanwhile, President Trump will celebrate his 100th day in Michigan. He'll hold a rally Tuesday evening in Macomb County, right outside of Detroit. Now, that's his first visit to Michigan since winning the election. Up ahead, we'll take a look at some of Trump's changes during his 100 days in office.